Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be on maintenance wash and all the steps for it that I take. This is for my Mini Cooper SR53 BEP. As you can see here, it's pretty hanging. Mostly just dust and pollen from the tree across the road. You can see the discs. I've got a little bit of surface rust, and obviously the wheels have got some brake dust and some sort of iron fallout as well. So although I'm getting two buckets out here, one's going to be for my wheel brushes, and the other one's actually going to be for the wash mitts for the contact wash. At the minute I'm sort of experimenting, but I normally use two bucket method, obviously one just with water and one with soap and water, but I'm just experimenting with actually putting the shampoo in the snow foam lance instead for extra lubrication, and then just going over two wash mitts from the bucket of soapy water as well. And the shampoo that I'm using is Carchem 1900:1. So just prepping a few things. My old snow foam lance full of Carchem shampoo and water for the contact wash, and then I've got my IK pump sprayer with my Surfex HD and touchless and water mix. And I'm going on with my Built Hamber Corosol iron out fallout remover, which you can see reacts straight away. Really strong stuff, smells quite nice as well for an iron fallout remover. And then I'm going in with my pump sprayer, as I say, with that Surfex HD and auto foam mixture of water. I just prefer that over a tyre cleaner. I think that works just as well, but far more cost effective. And you know, I've used that for over a year now, and it just means that I don't have to buy another product and store that on the shelf basically. So as you can see here, I'm using the bigger brush for the wheelbarrows. You know, it's plenty long enough, and the bristles aren't too harsh, so you're not going to get lots of marring on the alloy wheels themselves, but it does a really good job. And that one's from AliExpress, and actually it's good quality. And I'm just making sure I'm getting into all the wheel faces, all those nooks and crannies that the bigger wheel brush misses. And then just giving it another hit of that mixture just to really lubricate the area and get any other extra grime off the wheel with that agitation from the hog's hair brush. So just speeding the process up, you don't need to see all the wheels, it's pretty boring. But what I did is I actually had a test where I put Built-Hamber Atomac on the rear wheel and none on the front. The Built-Hamber Atomac is a rust inhibitor, so it just helps with, when those discs, for instance, dry, they'll go rusty at the front, whereas the rear it was actually pretty much still bare metal. So, when you're driving off down the road with your nice clean car and your wheels, suddenly my front wheels were very rusty with the iron deposits. So that Built-Hamber Atomac's fantastic. So now I'm just going on with the, again, non-contact snow foam pre-wash, auto foam from Built-Hamber. Dwells really nicely, considering I'm only using a K2 Karcher there. And you see it's dripping off the car nicely and just pulling all that dust off the car. That MJGC snow foam can is really, really good. One of the best in the business, I would say. With my K5, that would pump out a lot more foam as well, but it does a really, really good job. So I'm just making sure with a very sort of fine brush, almost like a makeup brush, which you can use for interior as well. I've got obviously designated interior brush, exactly the same as this one, but it's just getting into all those nooks and crannies that a wash mitt won't be able to get into, but also at the same time not sort of creating any micro scratches on any of the sort of gloss black trims on the car. So I tend to sort of have a routine of, how I attack the car with the wash stage. So, I will always rinse from the bottom and then try and work my way up. Rinse most of the dirtier stuff that's sitting at the bottom of the car first. And that routine, of what panel I wash first and where I wash that panel just helps me make sure that I don't miss any spots. The worst thing that can happen is that part of the car isn't actually washed because I've missed it. As you can see here, we haven't even gone in with the contact wash yet, but because of the ceramic coating that I've already put on the car, it's that the Gyeong Kanco Evo is just doing a really great job of actually, beading and sheathing straight away. So the car's never really that dirty to begin with. So I've just sprayed on that Carchem 1900-1 in my other snow foam Lance, just to get full coverage of the shampoo and really make sure that the car's, fully covered and lubricated. So then I can go in with the wash mitt and again have less risk of creating any scratching or marring or swirls. And then I'll just every now and then just put the mitt back in the grit in the bucket. Using a grit guard as well, and actually again I'm toying with the idea of 1 or 2 mitts here. I normally use 2, but I think on this occasion I only use the 1, but the chances of marring is very, very minimal. So I've also got a coating on my windscreen, so it's super hydrophobic. It's from Soft 99 and it's their Glaco Ultra, which is a 12-month protection. It's not ceramic coated, but actually it performs just as well as some of the ceramic coatings for glass, just with less preparation. Highly recommend it. Now we're just going into sort of the drying stage. Got a very cheap AliExpress leaf blower, but it does the job for, all the nooks and crannies and certainly the alloy wheels. Just trying to dry off the tyres so I can get a really nice finish with the tyre dressing that we're going to apply. Again here with a towel, that's a nightmare to get into all those little areas, but with the air blower it's a doddle. So we're sort of nearing the final stages here. The main body of the car's still got some lovely little beadage going on. So I'm just applying sort of a drying aid, which is a heavily diluted down bottle of Sonex BSD with just some distilled water. So it will definitely have some protection, as neat. Sonex BSD is an absolute beast, but it's watered down, so it's just working as a drying aid, but as I say, it will have some protection. And again, it just means that the risk of any sort of scratching and marring from my drying towel, which is plush, is absolutely minimal. So we're just finishing up with the tyre dressing, which is Car Pro Dark Side, which is their longer sort of tyre dressing or longer lasting tyre dressing. They claim up to 3 months, whereas Pearl, again, they claim, I think it's up to 3 months, but there's no way that Pearl does last that long. This one is a little bit glossier. As long as the tyre's been properly cleaned and prepped, then this should adhere to the tyre nicely, and it will last for that long, depending on how often you wash your car and what kind of chemicals you use, how harsh are they. But I love the product. I used to use Pearl, but now I stick to Dark Side. So that's one clean car, one maintenance wash down. Super glossy. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.